Brian Posehn. I used to have a podcast where I played Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of my friends. I missed it, so I decided to make a new one. It's called Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. It's myself, a couple of my buddies, Blaine Patch, Dan Telfer, Ken Daly, an occasional guest or two, and we're going to be playing in a new setting, my dining room. Each week you'll hear my wife, my son, my dogs, and we're going to be playing in a place that I love and playing the game that I've loved half my life, Dungeons and Dragons. We've got 5th edition, and we're ready. So are you ready? Here's Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. Hey, everybody.
Make sure we started where we thought we did.
It's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. Episode 18. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Hi, Dan. Hi, Blaine.
Hey.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Dan. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Silent Sam.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
He waved.
Sam.
You know what's really weird is I saw
Sam.
Sam in the mall the other day. I rarely see him
really
after we
weird.
hung.
Did you recognize each other out
He's
of context?
much taller than I thought he would be. He's right there at the end of the table, but I've never really seen a good look at it. He's like, you're like, what are you? You're like 6'8". You're like Comey. You're like James Comey. It's crazy. I was freaked out. It's like, I went to see Joe Jackson at the House of Blues.
Oh.
You know, Joe Jackson.
Sure.
Great. I love Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
Is she really going out with him?
I was, yeah. I was.
No, I asked you a fucking question.
I was shocked.
Is she really?
Is she really going to take him home tonight? Come on, Dan. I don't want to do fucking Joe Jackson lyrics. I'm trying to tell you how tall he was.
I got the time.
Yeah, you got the time ticking in your head.
Yeah,
I was
totally.
alarmed at how tall and thin he was. I thought he was going to be like a little short guy.
Oh, yeah?
And he was like 6.5 feet tall, very thin, big head. He was great. I mean, he did Look Sharp. They did the whole album. He had his original band. They did the whole Look Sharp album. Nice. It was great. But I was alarmed at how tall he was.
Did they put a spotlight on his shoes at any point?
Yeah. They were really nice. They laced up the side.
It looks sharp.
But anyway, that was that. That's my Joe Jackson story. He was very tall. Right. You know who else is a lot taller than I thought? And then we can get right into it.
I'm right here.
Vern Troyer. I was like, who the fuck is that? He's got to be like on the Chargers or something.
I thought
right?
you were like one of the
It's
borrowers.
Like, oh my god, the dude is like, he had like clouds around his head.
And you figured out he was bigger and taller because you lifted him off the ground and tried to put him in your pocket, and it just didn't work.
You know what? It was weird. It was very Eschery. I put him in my pocket, but he was still so much bigger than I was. I was alarmed at how much bigger he was than Joe
Brandon
Jackson.
has a big problem with height perception.
Yeah, it's I got
Depth is fine, but height.
I got hit in the back of the head with a shovel. Now everything looks like I'm walking up steps.
What happened in episode 17 is what I'm wondering.
Before we get into that, I want to really quick.
No, I'm serious. What happened? I'll go.
You found out that
Stuff
I
and
was
shit.
in a relationship with your mother just 9 months before you were born.
What the hell?
Also, I wanted to.
Math doesn't
It's
check
gonna be a
out.
fight.
It occurred to me that in the old Nerd Poker,
Is you hung up the phone?
what?
Nothing.
You would occasionally get like letters from
Oh, yeah.
people who had paid money, and we haven't really thanked specific people on Patreon yet. Who are so I'm going to pull up some random people.
What if they don't want to be recognized?
Call out some randos.
I'm sure they're okay.
I feel like they're okay because
You could do
just
first
say,
name and his initial.
But thank you, Matthew Grenzicki.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justin Jimenez.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah Hofer.
Thanks,
Thank
Sarah.
you, Sarah.
Thank you, B Trainer.
B?
You B.
Like B-E-A or B the letter?
Like
or?
the letter
Like
B.
the guy who
That's their
trains
first
bees.
initial.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
my
Not like
bees,
Ant Bee.
fly.
thank you, Dr.
Pollinate
Rhinoceros.
those trees.
Thanks, Dr. Rhinoceros.
Doc Rhino.
Now, is he a medical doctor or a
Spider-Man villain.
psychiatrist?
Speaking of people who may not be using their real names, thank you, El Toro Satanico.
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 What
I
the-
get it.
oh, the
That was
Satanic
that was
bull.
my given
Satanic
name.
bull.
I actually changed it to Brian Posehn.
Yeah. Satanic Bolnikostine.
Thank you, Wyatt Fuller.
Thanks, Wyatt.
And thank you, Cooper Murphy.
Cooper. Coop.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Cooper.
guys.
Thanks, Cooper.
Thank
Murphy.
you, Per.
So, on our last Nerd Poker,
No, seriously, thanks, you guys.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, and all of you guys who are contributing,
We'll
thanks
do
for
it.
making
We'll do
this
that again.
A cool thing.
Did you write all those names down so you don't do them again next time?
Nope.
Just do all the same names every time.
I feel like because we're actually reaching a really cool number of Patreons, 954 as we record this. The odds are low that I will randomly generate the same number of people, but even if we do, who cares? Right. Yeah, man, we're so close.
To 1,000. So we're
close.
gonna. When that happens,
999 and 4/5.
Brendan Small from Home Movies.
Yeah,
Mostly known for home movies.
Yeah. Where he played Brendan.
And Largo,
dude, I went to see
Largo
Master
Comedy
from
Club,
Largo,
and clubs and colleges around the country. He'll be here.
And Fishhooks.
You may
He's
know
gonna
him
do
from the Jack in the Box on La Brea.
He does R&B Apocalypse. Is that what it is?
R&B
Yeah, R&B
Rhythm and Blues
Apocalypse.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah,
R&B
yeah.
Apocalypse.
He's going to do a guest appearance on a live Twitch stream, you guys. Or some other video streaming thing we'll figure out that Patreons can easily access.
Yeah, we might just do it on the Patreon account.
Yeah, the Patreon account has this thing you may have seen if you're already a Patreon called Crowdcast, which is way more like of a silly, like smaller deal than Twitch, but makes it a lot easier to just broadcast specially for Patreon. And when we did a test, it was a heck of a lot less
It's
buggy.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm inclined to go with what works best for the people who are throwing us the bonus.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're about to have, we haven't even recorded August bonus episodes yet, but those are coming up soon for our Patreon listeners and everybody else.
Yeah, keep an eye out. And who knows, we could get Cher as a guest, you guys.
Totally.
Could happen.
I
That
heard.
could happen.
I heard she's a gamer.
Oh, sorry, my
First we'll have to
DM
turn back
area is
time.
taking over your whole table
Yeah.
today, Brian. I apologize.
She mostly plays Warriors, so she and I got to figure something out.
Sharon and I play a lot of Star Frontiers, but let's go back to the board because we're taking our fourth caller. You're going to go see Foreigner. Give us a call.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, hey, hi. Sorry, you're number one.
Oh, I would like to be number
Oh,
4.
sorry, you're going to have to report to the disintegration chamber.
So, on our last episode of Nerd Poker, you guys departed Count Barris's castle. You made sort of a deal with the vampire. He is going to help you lay siege to the Demolith once you increase your numbers. So, you took... If I finally printed out these maps that Sean Bryant made of this smaller area of Amina, and you made it about this far. You're currently going through the southeast mountain pass. You could have gone southwest or southeast. You went southeast, and you're in a thick greenish yellow fog.
All right. Can't see a damn thing.
You can't see too much. Couple of things.
Must be close to Pea Soup Anderson's.
Couple of things worth remembering. You guys are starting to get tired. In lieu of resting, you decided you wanted to go through a whole lot of geographical area and not stop to save time. So you've been going for about 8 hours on very fast steeds with 20-foot long stilt legs. So your butts are starting to
All right.
get a little sore. Also,
We should go camping and take some Tylenol DDs.
But we can't see in
You
front of us.
can't see
right?
in front of it. You've slowed down a little because of the fog, and also you're really high off the ground. So, as Tom suggested, you developed kind of a rope system between the three of you, so you're all connected. Gago currently can't see very well, so he is perched on Tom's shoulder, and Bodhi has an armless, legless, mouthless, noseless, earless flesh bag strapped to his back. Have we decided he's called Shmoo?
No, yeah, let's call him Shmoo, but a listener wanted to remind us of how creepy a Barba Papa is, and I don't. You guys weren't familiar
No.
with that, but it was like some weird foreign cartoon I saw in that
He's pink.
a long
right?
time
Shmoo-
ago.
Shmoo had a
He's a
mustache,
bummer.
right?
Shmoo had
Like a little frilly mustache.
like a weird McDonald's manager mustache. It was-
Oh, Jesus. Hey, you should lead with that.
But Again, this guy has been trying to reach out to you guys telepathically from time to time.
Right, for he has no mouth.
So far, yes.
They tried me on Gmail. That's just my name on Gmail.
Count Barris did a Harlan Ellison job on this guy, using him for spare necromancy parts. So you're thinking eventually you might pick up enough of a wavelength to figure out what language he's trying to speak to you. But as of now, you're kind of... Yeah, look at that. Look at those whiskers on Shmoo. So imagine Shmoo with no mouth or legs.
And that is Shmoo from Pogo?
Shmoo was. I remember there was
Pogo-like.
the new Shmoo review. It was on. I think it was ABC.
Yeah, it was 1979.
Oh, there was a new Shmoo review as well as
Yeah,
a
and
new
it was.
Zoo
I
review.
can't do the voice right now. I'm getting over a thing, but it was very, very high and annoying, and it was just like a group of faceless, crime-solving teen assholes, and then this thing that could change form.
The incredible.
and
It's
everybody
the new Shmoo.
Yeah.
The incredible new Shmoo.
Yeah, the thing your parents liked. Here it is again. You don't know who it is. Here it is
I think
again.
it came from Pogo, though. I think it was a Walt Kelly creation.
Like the Jeep.
You're right.
What else should I remind
Created
you guys?
no Al Cap, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
So it wasn't Pogo, yes?
He was in Little Abner.
Ah, that's what it was. Not Pogo.
Oh,
Little Abner sucked.
so
God, what an unfunny piece of shit Little Abner was.
You know, the only thing that ever came out of Little Abner was Frank and Ernest.
And Shmoo.
I don't know that reference, so I'm going to get
I don't
back
know.
into describing what you guys just encountered.
No, it didn't come out of. It's a comic strip I like. I just wanted to kind of fuck with somebody at home who would go, "Hey, wait a minute!" Like, no, he's messing with my head.
Sometimes I listen back to the episodes for.
Phone number for Frank Sebastiano.
Sounds like Andrew Dice Clay's wife is
Hi, Frank.
having an affair.
I miss. That reminds me.
Midnight Rider.
Yeah, I miss Frank.
Frank Sebastiano. Oh, whoa!
Frank, if you're out there,
Siri does not have a number for you, Frank.
that would have been great if Siri had started dictating his number to us over the air.
How
like-
the hell did that even happen?
I don't know.
That is so weird.
Siri, what's wrong with you?
Oh, so I was.
Your grinder profile for Chipadata is not bringing up any matches.
Sometimes I'll listen back to the episode for edit points, and I'll notice that I don't understand one of Blaine's references, and so I will step on any possible laughs, and he will like finish the sentence, and I'll start talking like right away, just like because my brain is on autopilot.
You know, I don't care about that. If I cared about that, I'd be dead.
All I'm really doing is also admitting how dumb I am. But
Cool. I get it.
I was alive for a lot of his references, and I don't remember some.
so
I
you
try to get some Barry Bostwick stuff in tonight if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
there were some.
Also some Jackson Bostwick. 'Cause he played Captain Marvel, Shazam.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's the first Brie Larson.
Shazam.
Different captain.
Shazam. You know what's weird about Shazam is they never
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel
Yeah, in the motorhome on the TV
in the
show?
motorhome on the ABC TV show. Yeah.
I'd like to apologize to listeners for how many times I've said so in the last
So,
5
It's
minutes.
okay. I took a lot of shit for saying everything was weird when I described stuff. Oh, by the way, you know what's weird about Shazam is they never show him changing back into Gomer Pyle.
Oh my god.
So, there were some spectral humans that you bumped into in this fog.
that's right.
They, you got the sense that both that they were human, but also perhaps not completely corporeal.
More human than human. More human than human.
That was a really good Rob Zombie impression, I gotta say. Really, really. God, did you ever hear I know he's a friend of the show, but they released like the audio vocal track only of that song. It's really great.
Oh no.
Without the guitars, it's just like he's going like, yeah, oh, yeah.
Sounds like Danzig's O face.
So
sell that house, by the way?
Oh man, I want to buy it. I think it would be a teardown though, wouldn't it? It's like
it looks like
1.2.
It's not a good house.
It looks like a cool house, but it's a total teardown. But the land would be perfect.
Sure.
It's a great location.
Mavis.
Mavis?
Mavis.
The last thing you guys did was Blaine played a little song called Detect Evil. And a little something interesting happens when you do that, Blaine.
I end up sounding like Jeff Lynne from ELO.
Yep. So, what do you guys do? No. When you ping off Detect Evil, it sends sort of the waves out to all sides and above. You don't really get anything in front of you, behind you, or to the sides, but right above your head, about 20 feet above your head, you feel some evil presences rushing by, sort of head on. But within the span of just 5 seconds, you feel 4 or 5.
But we're like,
Just
we're in this area, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that what isn't that what's drawn there? These ghosts, looks like a river of ghosts, kind of.
Yeah. Although you just
Sorry, I
encountered.
wasn't on mic at all. I mean, in the map here, Sean's our guy.
Sean Bryant, yeah.
Sean Bryan, it's such a great. It's so cool. All his art has been amazing, but it looks like for the listeners, it looks like a little river of souls, right?
Yeah, and you're not surprised,
Are we sort of like a little
But-
river band? What do you would say we're?
but you do think these might not be what you've been encountering on foot. You know, you
Oh,
managed to
okay.
get your
This is something
steeds.
different. Okay.
Your steeds were kind of outrunning these people reaching out to you, calling for you to help. But
That's right.
you feel like there's some other sort of evil spectral forms above you, but only like 20 feet above you. And
Sure.
you can't see that far
Is
above
it-
you.
Is it a constant flow of them?
Yeah. Just from the short ping of Detect Evil, you suddenly
Okay.
are
It's like a Saturn's ring of spirits.
yeah.
or something.
And also, even though you're kind of up on these steeds,
Or a river of souls.
you feel like you're
too.
kind of you're kind of having the distance between yourselves and these evil things shooting over by being up on these steeds.
All right,
Oh, okay.
got it. Anyway, there we are defeating the
We were talking
vampires.
about
Now what
taking a
happened?
break anyway, right? Or
You could. I mean, it was
But-
something that I just wanted to
Do you guys feel-
give you a sense of your
if we can
stamina.
see
you guys
anything
feel
or find
confident
some kind
taking
of
a nap in pea soup?
Yeah, not exactly, because I
Yeah,
don't
me
know if
neither.
we're near any sort of
Hey, I have a little thing called Leoman's tiny hut,
perfect.
and we can go.
Yeah,
we
you've
can
been using that actually.
Yeah, we can sleep in there, and nobody will fuck
okay,
with
let's
us.
do that.
No one
I
can.
forgot about
No normal creature can see through it.
Yeah, we might want to take shifts anyway, but we have NPCs, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
fuck.
have 2 NPCs with you.
Yeah,
Gago
I'll take
and
it.
no mouth.
No mouth is good. Or, good for nothing. So.
Can he wiggle around? Like if you see something, he'll wiggle around on your back.
He does communicate, right? How
Yeah,
do we-
telepathically.
Oh, telepathically. Yeah.
But we don't understand his language.
Right. Oh, that's right.
It's perfect.
And it's super whiny.
Yeah.
It's not that fun to be around.
How do you know it's whiny? All you've heard is like an echo of a acknowledgement, and you're being pretty judgmental of old Shmoo here.
I thought it was New Shmoo. New Shmoo review
I guilty
coming
plead.
right at you.
Don't mind me.
Hey, Blaine, what is Dan looking at? Shit, is he looking at a monster manual?
Yeah.
Damn it. What's Dan looking at a monster manual brought to you by?
Oh, lamps minus. you need a.
That is such a valley rabbit. I don't think anywhere in the country there's a Lamps Plus, but I hope so.
You need a lamp. Sorry about that. Lamps minus.
Do you drive by Lamps Plus on the way to my house? Yeah, is that how you got that?
No, it was the only thing I could think of when you startled me into trying to think of something. I was actually my wife gets very upset because whenever we drive by, when I go, "Hey, do we need anything from Lamp Plus?" She hates it when I call it Lamps Plus.
I don't hate it.
She also hates it when I call it Starbucks.
All right, so
Starb.
what do you guys want to do?
I want to go to Starbucks.
I want to rock.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're gonna keep traveling.
I thought we were going to cuddle up in the hut.
Is it hut time?
Yeah, we got 8 hours in the hut. 10-foot radius, a
hut up.
mobile dome of force. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome.
How tall is the dome?
It is a 10-foot radius. I guess it's,
Okay.
like a sphere.
So,
The atmosphere inside the space, comfortable and dry.
Can't those dicks fold up their legs?
well, once you start talking about this with some certainty, they start to lower themselves to the ground. Their stilt legs kind of shrink down.
Right.
And you guys can hop off pretty simply.
Okay.
Also, when you do this, you notice they kind of perch up on 2 legs. Mm-hmm. And they do this kind of awkward thing you've seen before where they kind of like their deer legs kind of go up like this. Mm-hmm. And then slowly their limbs kind of buckle and turn into more humanoid shape. So it's almost like a human.
God, they're weird.
But they've got like a hard deer skull like head and big antlers still.
All right, I get it. They're fucked.
So they're like furry humanoid deer. But they've... Yeah.
Thanks for all your help, you fucking weirdos.
Is
Take a
the
nap.
soup any thinner down here? Or?
A little bit.
Okay.
There's kind of a very thin break, like 6 inches off the ground, where you can tell like it's. You see more. It's like now that you're close to the ground, it's more like it is like a wind that's blowing through. And so, Blaine, you gonna try casting?
Yeah.
Great.
Throw up a little hut.
You notice when you do, the the vapor gets trapped in there a little bit, and it starts to sort of swirl in a like a little. It's almost like you broke off a piece of cotton candy, and now it's starting to spin itself
Inside the
inside the
hut.
hut. Yeah.
Is there anybody that has anything that could get that out of there? Huh. No one has like a bag of holding or anything like that. Yeah.
Evil.
But is that actually evil? This swirl?
You don't think so.
Okay.
You're not. Blaine's not getting any kind of evil vibe off of it, but there's something
It was the
supernatural
things
about
above
this
us that was
wisp.
pinging.
Yes.
Yeah, not this thing.
Yeah, Blaine got the impression there was some sort of evil beings above you.
Right. Okay.
Why don't we let that one do that, and I relearn the spell and cast it again without a thing in it?
Cool. Also, I'll remind Blaine that if you are resting, if you study one of your scrolls, the final countdown spell that Count Barris gave you, it'll take it'll take a couple more rests before you memorize it completely, but you can mark this one off as part 1 of 3 towards learning the spell.
Okay.
Also, while you're resting, Tom.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Tom.
Yeah, what's going on?
You examine your gloves a little more, and you get a little.
Oh yeah, my fingerless gloves.
Your new fingerless
Those are
gloves.
pretty
You get a better
fucking
sense
cool.
of what you can do, and you start to learn you remind yourself like there's a delayed reaction where you can actually do something with your hands in front of you, put your hands behind your back, and it looks like if you focus, you can make it look like your hands are still not behind your back, kind of a thing.
Pretty cool. All right. That's nice.
The wisp doesn't do anything. So you guys, I don't know if you want to hit the hay, go to sleep, ask Gago to take first watch. If you trust him, if one of you guys wants to take first watch, ask Shmoo to take first watch.
I'll take it.
Cool. You guys also, before you pass out, you get another ping.
We're passing out?
Before you sleep, you get another ping off Shmoo. Could everyone please do an wisdom check? Difficulty 15. So look at your modifier, add that, tell me if it's 15. That is definitely not 1 from Tom.
I rolled a new now.
Yes.
+3.
Ooh.
4.
Bodhi, you hear a voice from your back as you take this thing off and lay it on the ground. And it's clearly trying to say something in Elvish.
Oh.
You're not sure what it is, but you're like, oh, it's an elf. Damn it. You, Twee, can't quite make out all of what it's saying because it's not a dialect of Elvish that you normally speak.
Sure.
But you can make out that it's thanking you, and that it hopes it can help you in the near future.
Oh.
How could it help us?
You want to ask that, Blaine? Yeah. It says it believes you're taking it to where it is from.
Taking who? Where?
The wisp, the willow.
This little wisp in our thing?
Yeah.
Shmoo.
He's an elf.
Oh, wait, what?
Shmoo is an elf. He's speaking to us.
Oh, I
or he's
thought it was
speaking
the
to
wisp.
Brian.
I'm sorry.
No.
I was passed out on the floor. I was
The wisp
sleeping.
is not communicating with you at all. It's
God.
still kind of twirling in the middle.
Okay.
Like
So
a
now
dust
we're-
devil.
but we're
You have like a
understanding.
yellow dust devil
You're
stuck
sleeping.
in the dome with you.
I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, you don't manage to catch anything. You
I'm
just
dreaming of,
communicating. I was communicating with him.
Black Chargers.
you actually botched your wisdom roll, we'll say. So you just go to sleep.
in
like,
the game and in real life.
I'm with you, buddy.
isn't life just one big botched wisdom roll?
Oh,
But yeah, Blaine, you feel like you can comfortably communicate with it, though you're missing a few words here and there. It seems to be able to hear what you say for the most part. It doesn't have any ears, but you think it must have some sort of ear bone underneath its skin where it can pick up vibrations and make out words.
Like some sort of otolith?
Yes.
Fuck, that's gross.
Earbone.
I wish I hadn't put so much thought into this specific kind of necromancy that was going on in this game. But yeah.
But I appreciate its help. And I don't mind carrying it because it doesn't weigh much because it's just a sack of meat.
Where does it want to go?
A pair of balls.
It says the woods you're headed for is its home.
Like those
Are
ones you
there
put
other?
on a cool truck.
What else is in the woods?
It says something along the lines of more of me,
nuts.
but in one
Truck
piece.
nuts, yeah.
It also says
Oh, so there's like a giant shmoo in the woods that you're a piece of, like a goat of the
No,
woods.
I
with
think he
1,000
was an
young.
elf from this elf tribe that we're going to, and then
Experimented.
dipshit did
Count Barris. Hacked him
did
up.
some experiments on him.
Barris customized.
He also says something else that you don't understand what he's saying, but he says there's also like a
Excuse me.
What? Who? Huh? Rarid.
Some reason razzle?
What the
for
what?
shower now. Shower.
Okay, that's creepy. All right, well let's we'll figure it out, and if worst comes worst, we'll kill him.
Shmoo or the for shower.
Yeah, whatever. The whole
Be pretty
Whoever.
everybody's dead in 5 minutes. 4, 3, 2.
You gonna unleash the fucking fury?
All right. Well, I'm going to begin the hourly encounter roll. If you guys are going to start resting and going on watch.
You guys want to split an encounter roll, and we'll also get like a rattlesnake roll. I'm just gonna get some edamame.
1 hour,
I only like the cooked kind.
2
You get
hours.
the eel without the skin.
How many hours you going before you want to rest and wake somebody up?
I'm good for 3 or 4.
Okay.
Well, 3 or 4.
4 hours just went by.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Wake up. Somebody.
How's that erection? Wow, wow, wow.
Are you going to wake up?
This guy.
Sure, I'll do it.
5.
7:37 lands in the tent,
7.
eaten by giraffe.
7.
Nothing happens. 8 hours go by.
Okay.
Lasagna.
The dome starts to flicker.
All right. Wake up, you guys.
Spaghetti.
What happened?
What?
Oh, man. I
Yeah,
get good
nothing
rest.
happened.
Nice.
What a drag.
I didn't take a watch, but thanks for the sleep.
The two steeds kind of stand up, shake themselves off, hunch over. Their limbs kind of snap back into deer formation.
What's the wisp doing?
As soon as the dome disappears, the wisp just kind of blows off into the rest of the fog.
us?
You don't really know.
Perhaps it was a good friend that came and protected us from beyond.
Somebody we killed
Thank you, wisp.
was flipping us off the whole time.
Shall we continue?
Sure.
So you hop up, and the deer seem to understand where you want to go. They extend their legs once the three of you. Do you put the ropes together again, and
Yeah.
you're still going to do a lead? And
Pea soup seems the same.
Tom pea soup seems the same. Tom, you'd also suggested at some point singing a song so you can see each other easily.
Sure. That sounds like a good idea.
How would that go, Tom?
Just what makes that little old ant think he can move that rubber tree plant? Anyone knows it? I don't know how it goes.
And
Can't move a rubber tree plant, but he's got
What?
high hopes. Come on, everybody. Come on.
he's got high hopes. I'm with you.
Oh my God.
High apple
Pie in the sky. Hopes.
in the
All right,
I just shit my pants.
Are you just going? Are you just traveling? Anything you
Yeah,
want to
we're
do?
all
while you're
singing along.
traveling?
We're having a good sing along.
Hour goes by.
Whoops, I did it again.
Extreme.
Whoop, there it is. A rubber tree plant. That's words, right?
So you're making pretty good time again. You're not sure how far you're getting, but the fog's not letting up. Also, you can tell, like, just from the sound of the wind, there's the mountain is to your left, the big mountain, and there's more hills to the left. You feel like there might be more to the right also because you're in the mountains, but for the most part, the ground is bumpy and rocky, and there's no vegetation. It seems very arid.
Hey, Rocky.
But before you hit hour 2 mark, you get a really weird vibe. Everyone do a perception check.
Yeah, that doesn't seem high enough.
14.
5.
I did not make mine. I got an 18.
Tom, you realize you haven't seen Gago in a couple minutes.
Gago.
Go.
All of a sudden, you hear a screeching noise above you.
Oh, Jesus.
And Gago appears very suddenly, as does the face and arms of a humanoid that is screeching loudly as it descends from the fog.
Chasing Gaga?
Yes.
Okay. Who's closest? Or
It's-
should we
it's,
roll?
Slightly closer to Tom, but this thing is storming down on all three of you. I think for the most part, you just feel like Gago is leading this thing back to you on accident as he panics.
Okay.
I'm going to try shooting a firebolt at it.
All right.
We're back.
I just like imagining Rodney Dangerfield in like a pilot's helmet that says "No respect" on the front of it.
It's me. I'm in wings. Whoa.
So yeah,
Did I do this already? Or did we talk? Or did I tell you about the Norm Macdonald book? Did you read? Are you a Norm fan?
no.
Oh, you're not. He's so funny, but the book is amazing. And one of his last book that he did, and one of my favorite parts is in it. And he goes, I'll give you some Hollywood inside information, because I'm in Hollywood and I know these things. Rodney Dangerfield was very talented and very funny, but he got no respect. Not everybody knows this, but no one respected him. And it's so, and then you're reading it, but you hear Norm's voice in your head while you're reading it. It's so funny.
Yeah, when I was on Last Comic Standing, Norm was the nicest of the three judges to me, and he was like, "Yeah, you do those comic book conventions or something. There's like a market for what you do."
Oh, that's nice. Sort of.
Yeah.
Backhanded Normie.
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking until I'm away from you.
Were you on when Roseanne was on there?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Roseanne didn't understand what a metaphor was, and I had to actually explain to her, like, in front of the audience, while Anthony Jeselnik, like, doubled over laughing. Like, a metaphor is when one idea represents another idea when spoken literally. She's like, oh, it's too, if you have to explain it, it's not funny.
Jesus
Oh, God.
He's completely lost her mind.
Oh, she didn't have anything to lose.
I can think of something if you explain it. It's pretty funny. Ask me what it is.
What's that?
Farting.
Oh, it comes from digested food. So, you guys have some sort of spirit
Banshee.
barreling down on you from straight up.
Yep.
Screaming. I'm guessing it's a banshee.
Does it like great swords?
So yeah, firebolts.
We're gonna roll to attack first. So before you shoot that firebolt, let's get your initiative. Eh?
Okay. 12. Oh wait, what are we? 20 or?
Yeah.
Okay. Initiatize. Let's
8.
get this thing.
All right, let's see him. 12.
As I was saying.
I got 12 also.
You plus to your initiative?
I sure do.
Well,
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna give it to Tom because he's slightly closer.
Do you have a plus to your initiative?
know. Where is
you
it?
do
Oh.
not.
No,
You should put it on your sheet if you do, so this will
don't
not
know.
happen to you again.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh God, I don't know.
God, what if he just melted down right now?
I thought I didn't know what I had, and then I couldn't find it.
So you fire off a fireball.
Yeah,
It goes against its face, and it takes some damage,
Oh,
but it
okay.
does not get very distracted by your fireball.
Oh, I got it. Damage. Let's see. Damage.
Yeah.
4.
It takes less than 4 damage.
Motherfucker.
You're up, Bodhi.
Rage.
Okay.
I'm mad about something. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna rage. Or I'm gonna drink a bunch of Mickey's Big Mouths and listen to Van Halen. Either way. Either definition of raging.
What about the Jersey Scott definition?
The which one?
Jersey Scott, where it kills sheep.
Oh, right. All right.
That's to attack, plus what?
So that's 17, and
That's
then
a hit.
plus that's 19 with the
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
yeah. Okay. And then let's see here. Sorry, listeners. Trying to find my die. There we go. God damn it.
Text check.
What are my bonuses on that? So I'm looking.
48 and 6.
Nah, so 11 and is that right? No. You don't roll again. It's just yes, it's 11. 11 on that guy.
Okay.
Oh, but I get another attack.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
As you swing your sword through it, it takes some damage, but you notice your sword just kind of goes through it.
Oh, so is it not even?
sort of
I thought you said it was
spiritual
humanoid and not.
You see arms and a face.
Okay.
But you slash
in
over
the
Tom's
face.
head as it descends towards him, and as it passes through it, your sword doesn't slow down.
Okay. Well, can I slash it again?
Yes, you certainly can.
So that's 14. Will that work on that one? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait, 14 total?
Yeah.
Yep, that's a hit.
Yeah, actually, it would be 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, really? And then
How much damage?
7.
Okay. Same thing. Goes right through it. You feel as if you've done some damage, but oddly little resistance as your sword passes through it. Twee, you are up.
Oh, wait. No,
what-
what's
what?
the thing? What do I have that's plus 2 damage to undead here?
Oh, yeah. Your pauldrons. So that does. You're right. That does do a little more damage. But it doesn't slow your sword down as
Right.
it goes through.
No, I know.
Thanks for
didn't
reminding
even
me.
roll-
Yeah. That's 4 more points that you're gonna do to this
Okay, cool.
guy. Blaine, you're up.
I'm gonna do also a firebolt on it.
Cool.
No big deal. So
Nothing to see here.
Big whoop.
sorry,
For damn.
should have looked this up while I was.
Cool. This thing.
Read any good books, guys?
D&D Player's Handbook.
2d10. Okay, 2d10.
Go for it.
Oh,
Scorcher.
triple O. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 2d10, so that's 20.
Mhm.
That's it.
Sweet. So that fireball hits it a lot harder, and it gets knocked back a little ways away from you, Tom. And it is up.
Gaga, what is that thing?
I don't know, man, but I was just trying to scout for you guys. That's all I was doing, man. What the fuck? Oh man, you know I don't usually tell people this, but I just peed all over my pants, like a lot, and I'm not gonna wash them. I'm not gonna change them
No, you're
because
gonna
it's
wash
just
it and you're
no, man.
gonna
It's
change
fairy pee. It's great. It smells really like kind of fragrant. You ever had fairy pee, man? It's like a natural cologne.
I think that's a fragrance and Hot Topic.
It sounds like a Japanese vitamin beverage.
Oh, do you got a connection on a Hot Topic? Can you help me sell this shit?
Yeah.
I want to start, you know, what do they call it when you sell stuff like at a certain rate at like a shop? I forget.
Consignment?
Yeah, I want to get like a consignment from a fairy pea. You know what I'm... See, this guy knows small business. He says as
My God,
Spirit reaches for Tom.
Gaga.
Ouch!
So he has no idea what this thing is.
Not for me.
No, he has no fucking clue. And
What the fuck is this shit?
I'm going to need you... what's your AC?
Million.
You sure wish. It is. Remember, you've recently got some new armor that give you a +1.
Yeah, so 12.
12. Oh, ooh, well, sadly, this is a hit. Please do a Constitution check, difficulty 10.
Okay, 16. 8. Plus 1, 9.
All right. So,
Sorry.
time for something not so fun to happen.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no, Joy Behar.
How many hit points you got?
Oh, Jesus, what is this fucking thing? 26?
You take 16 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
And your maximum hit points are temporarily reduced by 10.
What? So he's dead?
No, I
No,
can
he
only
just took
heal up
some
to 16.
necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeesh.
That's not necrotic damage.
You are up, Tom.
That should be a band, though.
Fuck. I'm gonna cast a Thunder Wave. Thunder
Give it a shot.
at that fucking thing. Okay, that's what's the damage?
What's Thunderwave brought to us by Blaine? If you'd be so kind.
U.S. leggy. We run more than most people do by 9 a.m. Join the leggy. It's like the army, but more about legs.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's look at this Thunderwave. Thunderwave! Thunderwave. Wave of Thunderous Force sweeps out from you. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage, pushed 10 feet away.
Go for it.
On a successful save, creature takes half as much damage and is not pushed.
Okay.
Get him.
So, I just cast it.
Okay.
Oh, so damage.
He fails his
That's
resist.
The
7.
small.
He takes less than that in damage. Hey, Twee. Hey, Bodhi. Please do a dexterity check. Difficulty 15.
Both of us?
Oh, yeah. The guy next to you just did a thunder wave.
I was pointing at the thing.
It goes all over the place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made mine.
You made it?
Yeah.
How about you?
No.
Okay, Bodhi.
9. So yeah, no.
Roll a 6-sided.
1.
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage as you fall off your steed and land on the ground.
Great. Thanks, Ken. I'm just kidding.
Tom did it, not me.
You are now out of melee range from this beast that is
You're welcome.
coming after Tom.
Okay.
You're up though. It's your
shit.
turn. It all happens fast enough that you don't lose a turn. You fall
But
pretty.
I'm out of range,
Yeah.
so I can't fight him.
What do you want to do with your turn though?
Not sure what I can do. I would try to get back up on top of the steed.
It'll take the turn for it to
Okay.
lower itself down to your height, and so you can hop back on it. But it starts. Twee, what you want to do?
I'm going to sing a little song. Goes a little something like this. Oh, Lord, protect me from evil. It goes on like that for a while.
All right.
It's very catchy. Anyway, I'm protected from evil.
Sounds good. Go.
Can I do something else, like run for my life or anything like that?
You could start to if you want to.
You know what? While I'm singing that song, I'm going to try to get myself away and into some sort of range where I can cast some things without hurting people.
Okay. Sounds good. That's definitely within your rights with your turns. What you gonna do, Tom? This thing takes a swipe. Well, I should tell you what it does because it did just roll to attack you. One of its arms passes through you.
Yeah.
Right through your chest. And I'm gonna roll that one again. You don't want what just happened outside of my tray. And you take another 4 points of damage.
Damn it. Who can heal him?
I have a little healing thing. It's mostly sexual, though.
Idiot.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, get away.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to get to cover.
You gonna which direction you gonna go? Right now you see Twee galloping away in the fog. And below you can see Bodhi motioning for his steed to lower itself, and it's lowering itself to him.
I'll go after Twee.
Go after Twee?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Before you go, Bodhi, Gago pulls his knives out and goes for this guy. And he does a bunch of little stabby stabs.
Thanks, Gago.
At its face.
Get him.
Get him, Gago.
and does 1 point of damage.
Come on, Gago.
You're up, Bodhi.
Nice try, Gago.
That'll do, Gago. That'll do.
Yeah. I'm gonna rage again.
I believe you're still raging, right? Yeah. You're not re-raging. You're just letting me know.
Okay.
And you're getting back up in the range as this thing lifts you up.
Okay.
Your steed has used its turn to rise.
15.
Sweet. That is a
About
hit.
17. Yeah. Okay. Come on. 9.
As you swing your sword through it, it screeches and turns its attention away from Tom and looks at you. Twee, what you gonna do? Oh, you get another swing.
yeah.
You get another swing. Get it in there. Holding pattern, please,
Oh,
Twee.
man.
Hit the dice and stuff.
Yeah, you got to redo that one. Ooh,
Take it.
much better. Go for damage. But it's definitely looking at you now.
Kill it. Re-kill it.
That did better than that one.
Is that a 4?
Yeah, 8.
Plus, and that's with the undead.
Oh,
Bonus.
10.
Oh, great. So that is, let me roll to resist.
Another
Ooh,
2 on that last one.
He
too.
fails to resist, so he takes a little extra damage.
Fuck you.
Twee, you are now up.
Get him, Twee.
Would I be able
Gently.
to throw a hold person on this thing?
Using what? Your...
My hold person spell.
Oh. Good question. I'm going to look that up.
I thought it would be nice to hold this thing like a person. And then, I don't know, we want to tickle it or make it, tell it embarrassing stories about when it was a baby in front of its girlfriend. Or if we want to, frame it for embezzlement.
I think you should hold it till you both break down and cry.
You are not sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw a hold person on it and just see what happens.
Nothing happens.
Oh, God damn it. I could have held somebody with that. All right.
It howls at you, Bodhi, reaches out with its arms, and as it swipes, your steed gallops to the side and it manages to miss you. Tom, you are up.
Thanks, Steed.
I don't know if I'm in range to shoot an arrow at it.
I'm going to say, based on how far Twee went off and how you followed him, you are about 20 feet away.
Oh, well then I'll shoot an arrow at it.
Go for it.
3.
No, it passes through the foggy space between its arms and neck, where its chest should be, doing 0 damage.
Cool.
I hate this fucker.
Gago.
Get him, Gago.
Oh shit! All right, here we go again.
Gotta go again.
Gago goes to stab this thing's face again, and
Half a point.
I'm just gonna get
Thanks
this
for
foam
nothing.
out of here so I stop fumbling with my dice. Oops.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Gago
Oh, nice.
stabs it, and it grabs at its face
Oh, good.
when he does it. You are up, Bodhi.
How many points did he throw on it?
He did 3 points after
Okay.
a resist attempt.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stab it.
Go for it.
18 plus.
Ooh. That's a hit.
Yeah.
So,
And 7.
ooh.
And
That's a good one.
13.
As you swing your sword through it, you hear a strange chattering noise as it disappears into the fog.
Good.
Ghost monkey.
Eat it. That's probably an hour, right?
It is an hour.
Well, let's call episode 18.
You got any dates?
Nothing to
next
plug.
week-ish?
I'm well, this is airing. Oh yeah, this is soon. So no, nothing
soon.
for August. September, I'm all over Canada. Winnipeg, I got Kamloops, and I got Toronto. The JFL in Toronto, which will be super fun.
No,
JFL
yeah,
42.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I did it 2 years ago, and that was one of the most fun shows I've done up there ever.
Well, Toronto audiences
They're
are
the best.
smart. They're
Yeah.
amazing.
Plus, Geddy Lee lives there.
Rush.
I'm gonna see him this time.
Hey. What you say about his company is what you say about society.
I would never say anything about his company, Blaine.
All right, I'm saying catch the mystery.
I know, I got it. I totally caught the mystery.
I think I have a show in September.
You think?
No, I know I do, but I'm trying
Where
to
is
think of.
it? In the backs of halls? In the high school halls? Conform or be cast out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing
Bars.
Jen
Those are my
Kirkman's
two
show at
favorite
the-
songs in life that you're quoting.
I think it's sometime in September. I'll tweet about it. But Jen
Escape
Kirkman's
might
show
not
at the
suit
Improv
you,
Lab in
attract
LA.
you.
So
Something.
I don't know if you heard that under Blaine's references, but
Subdivisions. All right. Thanks for listening.
Darky. Shiny.
I'm gonna be at the Great Wolf Lodge. Look for me on
And
the
that
water
will-
slides.
Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of Nerd Poker. You can follow us at patreon.com/nerdpoker, and you get bonus episodes from there. And you can also send us anything at P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Thanks for listening.